Hello, everyone. I am Magdala Ramirez. I come from the Maya Mexica tradition. And today it's a very special day. I mean, there is so much commotion in the world that we do need to see what is the message of all this. First thing to say is about the climate change. The beautiful planet, our Gaia is changing. It's doing her things, and that climate change, it is absolutely everywhere in the world. There are fires, there are powerful hurricanes and tornadoes and earthquakes and volcanoes and everything. It is reacting at this time. And human beings depend on this beautiful planet. You are nature. You have always been nature, this planet. It is inside of you, as you are inside of this very beautiful planet. This beautiful Earth Mother embraces every life form and provides for every life form. She has been designed to do that. She has been designed to provide to you the next octaves of the evolution. She has seen many civilizations come and go. She has seen wars and destructions, but she also has seen herself as balance. She always going to balance. So what is going on right now for all human beings to understand? The climate change is inside of you. All these changes are happening inside of you. You can feel how your rock is moving under your feet. Whatever you were holding on is not there anymore. Whatever you trust that was your reality, it has moved. Everything has moved. So you need to, they call it reinvent yourself, but I think it is more about how do you connect with your own nature? How do you align with this very beautiful planet that in one way or the other is showing you the way? What happens with all these elements that they are so strong? All the elements are inside of you. What is it? And what is happening? The fire represents your mind. And those fires that it has been such horrible things that never been seen before in California and as well as many other places. It has been so much devastation, but that has to do about, can you change your way of thinking? Can you understand that your mind, it is such a powerful tool, that it is you the one that it is directing. It is you the one who's driving. It is you the one who has the power to change, the power to adjust and let it go, whatever it doesn't belong there. Let it go all this belief system that it was clouding your way of thinking. Let it go all those thoughts that they were there to put you down, and it was designed by a system. This place within yourself that you always thought about it, that you thought that that's how it was, that you thought that that was your way of living. You thought for a long time that your thinking process, that's how it was. And you identify with absolutely every thought. But what you didn't realize is that there are thoughts that comes from this one, the one that created you. There are thoughts That comes from that programming and past experiences and emotions that they are unresolved. There are thoughts that comes from your neighbor. There are thoughts that comes from somebody else that it is manipulating your brain and your way of thinking. Yet it is you, the one who discern your thoughts. What you want to choose. What is it that you really want to identify with? When you see these ways and understand within yourself that you do have the power to actually screen or discern your thoughts, everything is way, way, very different. What about your emotions? Human being is an emotional being, and emotions are a good thing. It's a good understanding that you are being driven by love. You must remember that you come into this realm because of love. Love is the connector. Love is the bonding. Love make you connect with the other side of the multiverse. Everything that you see around has been created because of love. Everyone has been created because of love. Even things around you or situations in your life. In some way or another, it is linked with love. When you understand that you are love and that you have always been love, love, it is getting purified. That love that you have always been, you can see it sometimes in such a distorted manner. You don't need to use a love that it is distorted. But how do you clean those waters of yours? How do you understand those emotions? Well, I want you to think about something. And we have a radio talk that talks about this. The ancestors, they were not measuring time, they were measuring consciousness. So when you think about time, it might be that you don't remember the date, but you do remember how this feels. You remember how it was. You create landmarks in your life. That some of them, it creates a big wound within yourself. Yet you are not your experience. You are remembering. You are learning. What do you learn from it? Can you detach from the experience and pick it up what you have learned? You can jump into the past. You can jump into the future. And you must realize that this now that you think, it is only relative to you. That this now is being clouded by that emotion from yesterday. Oh yeah. Thus it is clouded by your own future, that it is already happened and you're just making it official. Oh yeah. Now can you change it? Can you move it? You can change the perspective. You do have the power. Forgiveness, it is imperative for your own liberation, not because of other people, not because of tradition, not because of anything but yourself. So if you go back or you go into those thoughts that they are prevalent, that they keep on bringing you that experiences, that you got stuck in it, of course you can get unstuck. It is you the one who decide. You don't need to repeat the same experience over and over and over again. These waters are showing us how important it is our emotions in our life. Do you know that every decision that you make it is linked with emotional body? Do you realize that this emotion has so much power until you are able to embrace and heal it? Because you are a healer by nature. The true human being, it's a healer by nature. What about these big winds that we have been having? It's crazy winds. What is it? A hecatl. Oh my gosh, a hecatl is a good friend. The wind, it is representing your spirit. You know that you are a spirit that holds a body. You are eternal. You have always been eternal. It's not like you born and then die, and everything in the middle. It is just crazy things. It is not true. It has never been true. Your little world, it is in decay. It is something that it doesn't really matter that much. It is only there for you to learn things, to remember things, to have your understanding about who you are. Yet, your bigger picture, understanding that you are this beautiful spirit, that your true body, it's a body of light. And that beautiful body of light can observe that little world and change absolutely everything based on that. Not based on a little identification about what is going on. All these changes that it is happening everywhere. All this climate change. Our beautiful planet, it is evolving. She's going back into her original vibration. She is going back into that place of herself that it is only experiences from a higher dimensions, because that is how she was created. So she is bringing back her original vibration and shaking everything that it doesn't belong there anymore, because she's going back into her balance. And so are you. Going back into your original vibration, it is shaking absolutely everything in your life. It is shaking your way of living. And that is your male side. How you're going to create a different story about this. How your personality finally, which is your male side, your way of living, is going to come in a good way to your heart and say, okay, guide me. And you're going to guide that personality from the wisdom that you have within yourself, your feminine side, your divine. You are giving birth to that true divine masculine, because everything comes from the women. Everything comes from the feminine in this beautiful planet. There are other planets that it is not that so. But in this planet, yes, everything comes from the feminine, means in your heart, you have this incredible wisdom because you're remembering. And that is your true vibration, your original vibration. So this is the time that you bring it forward and move your personality in a different way. Your personality is adjusting to a different story. Your personality wanted to perpetuate whatever it is comfortable, whatever it was about the system. And thinking that in that way is a belonging thing. Well, things has been changing. And you can observe that your personality is moving, it is evolving. And there are sacrifices that you need to do. And those sacrifices, it has to do with let it go, what it doesn't belong there anymore. Let it go, what it has been shaking in such a big, big, big deal. You see, wherever you're standing in this very beautiful planet, it has a story, the Earth story. Everything in her, it has to do about balance. She provides the healings that you need. She provides your next part of the evolution. She provides the wisdom that it is in this very beautiful planet. And it comes from the core of her being, all the way to the outside. Her core recognizes herself as this part of this big, big community in the multiverse. Whatever it is happening into the other side of the multiverse, it is also happening to her. Everything affects in the multiverse too, just like in your life. Events that is happening in your life affects you in one way or the other. Yet if you shift your perception of reality with the understanding that you are love, and in every event there is love involved, everything will change. There is so much fears and anger and, oh my gosh, so much commotion everywhere. You know this. That is nothing new. But what it is new is how you're going to perceive it. Can you choose your thoughts? Recognize the voice of the Great Mother inside of you guiding the way. You know, this voice is very similar of your voice. But she's not bully. She is not actually even telling you what to do. But she does present the things and put it in the table, the possibilities that you have. And she's always about the highest good. Because this is the world that you live. You live in a world of oneness. I want to remind you that the school is open in Equinox. I want you to register. Go into our website, www.magdalas.com. That is MAGDALAS.com. Then just click in school. It is the time for you to make your spiritual work, because all the relations that you can see all around you that it needs to be in the new adjustment starts with you, the relationship that you have within your own self. The only one that you need to reach is you. Remember, if you cannot come to the school for any reason, there is now all these courses that you can also check that are available for you. It is also in the website. Thank you for your work. Thank you for being you. Thank you for understanding these changes. And thank you for dancing with the changes. Tlatzokomate, Tlatzokomate, Tlatzokomate. I am you. I am Magdala.